Hey, welcome to our latest explainer. Today, we're diving into a dietary supplement called Eyevita Plus. It's all about providing some backup for our eyes, especially with all the challenges they face in our super modern, screen-heavy world. All right, let's just jump right in with a question for you. And be honest, between your work computer, your phone, maybe a tablet, the TV, how many hours are your eyes actually glued to a screen every single day? Yeah, for most of us, I'm guessing that number is, well, it's probably a lot higher than we'd like to admit, right? And you know, all that screen time, it adds up. It can lead to some really common and, let's be honest, annoying symptoms. The source material for this explainer points to things like actual eye pain, that feeling of fatigue, a heaviness in your eyes, general discomfort, and that scratchy, dry, irritated feeling. I bet some of that sounds pretty familiar. So that's where today's subject comes in. The source presents a potential answer to these very modern eye problems, introducing a product that's been designed specifically for these kinds of challenges. So, what is this stuff exactly? Well, according to the source material, Eyevita Plus is what you'd call a multi-ingredient dietary supplement. Basically, it's for people who are looking to give their eyes some extra comprehensive support for their quality of vision and overall health. And the whole idea behind it, its main selling point, is this formula. It's not just one or two things. We're talking about 9 carefully chosen nutritional ingredients, all packed together into one single capsule. Okay, so what's actually in this formula? And more importantly, what's the science the source uses to back it up? Let's take a look at the key players. Right off the bat, 2 big names jump out. First, you've got Lutelex, which is packed with lutein and zeaxanthin. Its job, as described in the source, is to act like an internal pair of sunglasses, filtering that harmful blue light from our screens. Then you have MaquiBright, which comes from maki berries. Its goal is to tackle dry eyes by helping your body produce more of its own tears. And they don't just say it filters blue light, they put a number on it. The source claims that the lutein and zeaxanthin in its formula can filter and absorb up to 90% of that harmful blue light. That's a huge number. Now, for MaquiBright, the source brings up a preclinical study, and here's the key takeaway from that research. They quote that it significantly relieved symptoms associated with dry eyes in all study participants. That's a pretty strong claim. All right, so the third major player in this formula is bilberry fruit extract. This one is aimed squarely at eye fatigue. You know that feeling where your eyes just feel tired, heavy, and just plain uncomfortable after a long day at the computer? That's what this one is for. And again, they point to some research. This time, an 8-week study with 281 office workers. I mean, who knows more about screen fatigue than them, right? And the study apparently showed that the group taking the extract saw an improvement in those fatigue symptoms. So let's just recap the big 3 here, because this is kind of the core of the whole thing. You've got MaquiBright from maki berries going after dryness. You have Lutelex from marigold flowers to filter blue light, and you've got bilberry extract to fight that screen-induced fatigue. Each one has a very specific job. Okay, so besides those 3 headliners, there's a whole supporting cast of ingredients in here too. You've got things like ginkgo biloba and zinc, which are there to support healthy circulation and blood vessels in the eyes. Then you have essential vitamins like A and E for retinal health and antioxidant protection. There's even riboflavin to help your eyes adapt to different kinds of light. And to top it all off, bioperine is included to help your body absorb all the other ingredients more effectively. So when you put all of that together, you start to get a pretty clear picture of who this is really designed for. And the source material is actually really specific about this, naming 3 distinct groups of people. First, and no surprise here, it's aimed at professionals. We're talking about anyone who spends a huge chunk of their workday staring at a computer screen. The goal here is to help protect their eyes from all that blue light. Next up, we have seniors. And for this group, the focus really shifts to those long-term, age-related eye health concerns. The idea is to offer support against things like macular degeneration, which can become more of an issue as we get older. And the third group they call out? Drivers. For anyone who spends a lot of time behind the wheel, whether it's day or night, well, clear vision isn't just nice to have, it's absolutely critical for safety. This is suggested to help support that clarity. All right, let's zoom out and look at the big picture here.
We've gone through the problem, the ingredients, and the people it's for. So what's the real story that the source material is telling us about Eyevita Plus?
So, what this explainer really shows is how the source builds its case step by step. First, it defines a problem we all know, modern eye strain from screens. Then, it presents its proposition, this comprehensive 9-ingredient formula. After that, it brings in some evidence for its main ingredients, pointing to studies. And finally, it tells you exactly who it's for. It's a very complete narrative from problem to solution.
And the source wraps up its entire pitch with this one line that, well, it really sticks with you. Good eyesight is not guaranteed for life, so protect it now. It's a really simple idea, right? Take care of your eyes now. Don't wait until there's a problem. It's all about being proactive. And that really is the perfect place to leave it. It leaves us all with a pretty important question to ask ourselves. When you think about your own daily routine, your own screen time, are you really doing enough to support your vision for the long run? Something to think about. Thanks for joining me for this explainer.